Damn, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. This shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I quit the game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reached triple digits, and added 2 touchdowns. It's the Panthers and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7th. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37th. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the first snap, here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going in. Play fake. Mayfield. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And out of bounds right around the 20. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield down. And Anderson's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
holding offense.
So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense. And they go right back on the offensive on this play.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and, of course, a quarterback, 23-year veteran, who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But, of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, here's Bernard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That throw by Brady incomplete. They come out now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Well, Charles, there's something we talked about last week. When you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectation?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Those are the numbers from Rudolph from last week's game. 4 catches, 88 yards.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Brady now on 1st down.
And he's able to pull that.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady, that's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, touchdown! Cameron Brate, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And it's intercepted. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I love plays like that. Defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Bernard will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And his throw here's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And some room to work. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are...
here as they are in for 6. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
Yeah, this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6 just inside the 30.
Getting it out wide here to Bernard.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The Bucs at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
To throw, it's Brady.
He'll drop this off for Bernard.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here's Bernard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage to 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Well, kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they've won a few in the years following.
Mayfield off the play fake.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Mayfield.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates.
And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. To try again after the sack, Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Brady will look to throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Mayfield on first down. And that is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. All right, let's focus now on Giovanni Bernard. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Mayfield looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a carry for Bernard. He will push his way down to about the 14. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that...
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there is really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We start up in Cincinnati. The AFC champs hosting Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Drake London up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Jameis Winston leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And a big reason why they have this big lead, the running game. They're over 100 yards as a team, and it's been the catalyst for this offense. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. They'll begin here with Bernard.
They fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, it's Brady. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's got a man complete. And they're beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Mayfield to throw it.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw, Mayfield. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And heading back out there, Giovanni Bernard getting ready to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Now Bernard.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
They'll run again with Bernard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Brady now on 1st down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now, 1st down wonder for Fournette, but it won't accomplish much as he'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That throw by Brady incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Brady now to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they'll get this down to the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Touchdown! Cameron Brate with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop him from all angles. This time the tight end gets him.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Mayfield. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On 3rd down today, lacking much success. Seven to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know. And they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. Shotgun now for Brady. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Brady's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. Size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. There's Trimble, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Mayfield. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard. They were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. He's got room at the 30.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Fournette, a first down carry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point try now for Suckup. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They will run it. It's Fournette. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Fourth down, Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Up the gut, Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Bucs, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie, boy, I stuff you in a like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. And you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, 'cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give 'em more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried 'cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a Tampa feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave 'em floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me, it's obvious, you too sloppy. Cheap copy, I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy.